What's going on, y'all? What is going on? Yeah, we got some shit to talk about today. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Hit that like button for your boy. Let's get this stream going. Evening stream, right? We go talk about David Benavidez needing more money to fight Boo Boo Andrade than he would Canelo Alvarez. Wow. Right? Wow. Now this isn't from David Benavidez himself. Hold on. This isn't from David Benavidez himself. This is from his promoter, Samson Boxing. Then, of course, Blair the Flair Cobbs into some of the things that he said recently in regards to Jerron Boots Ennis, Terrence Bud Crawford, and Arrow the Truth, Big Fish Spence Jr. And, of course, Keith Thurman's pay-per-view numbers. What's going on, everybody in the building? Picasso, what's going on? Diablo, what's good? Chad Perez, Mr. Gumbo, salute everybody in the building. Hit that like button for your boy. I'm going to play the clip of this guy, David Benavidez's promoter, saying these things, man. And this is the unfortunate part about boxing. Something that fans was getting excited about, something for boxing fans to look forward to, and then they kind of just shot it down right in our face. They shot it down right in our face right away. They shot it down right away. They didn't even let it get off the ground. And this is a common thing over there on PBC, man. That, you know, this is a common thing over there. Salute to Goodfella Sports TV too. This is a common thing over there, man. You know, I'm gonna wait till we get a little bit more people in the building before we really get to cooking. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Hope everybody's having a good day today. What's going on, Jose Diaz? Salute. Hopefully this is a good time for everybody. You know, because it's a bad timing with this news from this Samson Boxing guy coming out here saying that David Benavidez go need more money than he would to fight Andrade than he would for Canelo Alvarez. That sounds absolutely insane. This just goes to show you how vicious Demetrius Andrade really is, right? This just shows you how highly these guys behind the scenes think about Boo Andrade. Actually, I had Bernie on the show about a year ago, before he even had his own channel. Me and Bernie we had a little interview and shit, man. It was real cool. I'm probably hit him up again, see what's going on. No. Jose Diaz. Let's make it clear. It isn't David Benavidez that's saying this. I'm about to play the clip. Hold up. It's not David this time, but it's just unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? This is the people that's controlling the strings. Salute to DJ Schultz. What's going on? Hold up. Let me go ahead and play this clip for y'all, because I got it.
It can be either way, but the money needs to be superior, much more than to fight Canelo.
It has to be more than fighting Canelo.
That's correct.
Okay. So there was a rumored offer from Eddie Hearn to Jamal Charlo to face Andrade once upon a time for an unified fight at $7 million. Does that sound right to you?
Much more than that.
More than $7 million to fight Andrade.
Yes, because it's not an easy fight. It's a great fighter. That whoever he wants to put that fight, that most likely is not so attractive. That one needs to be for the money. It can be either way, but the money needs to be superior, much more than to fight Canelo.
Wow.
It has to be more than fighting Canelo.
Y'all heard it, right? It has to be much more than to fight Canelo. So they said Boo Boo Andrade is the toughest fight out there, basically. That's basically what I'm getting. That's the conclusion that I have come to in 2022, is that Boo Boo Andrade is the most feared guy in boxing. Without a shadow of a doubt. Demetrius Andrade It's just the most feared guy in boxing. Now, whether it's from fighters or promoters or what have you, they want a shit ton of money to fight this guy. You just heard Samson Boxing, one of the promoters at PBC, say, "Look, man, it's about the money. We want the money to fight Boo Boo Andrade, and it's going to have to be more than it would be to fight Canelo Alvarez, because Canelo's easier work." That's basically what they just said, bro. Let me play it again. See?
It can be either way, but the money you need to be superior, much more than to fight Canelo.
It has to be more than fighting Canelo.
That's correct.
Okay. So there was a rumored offer from Eddie Hearn to Jamal Charlo to face Andrade once upon a time for an unified fight at $7 million. Does that sound right to
You need
you?
to be much more than that.
More than $7 million to fight Andrade.
Yes, because it's not an easy fight. It's a great fighter. That whoever you want to put that fight, that most likely is not so attractive. That one needs to be for the money.
Yep. So there you have it, folks. There you fucking have it. The Andrade Benavidez thing, man, look, it's over with, and we should know better, because unless that particular fighter on PBC is leaving boxing or retiring soon or whatever the case, they are not about to do any fights where there's a threat on another side that they're just not gonna do that shit, bro. Unless it's Canelo Alvarez, that threat, they're not gonna do it. They're just not gonna do it. It's not in their MO. It's not really what they traditionally do, and yeah, you heard it. They're gonna want a shit ton of money for it to go down. So we might as well just say fuck that. Yeah, wow, it's right. Boxing fans was getting excited about that, but we all always get too excited too soon. And then guys like Samson Boxing or whatever come in and hit us with a dose of reality, and that this is boxing, motherfuckers, and y'all ain't about to get nothing y'all want. You ain't getting none of the fights you want to see. You ain't getting Spence Crawford. You ain't getting none of that shit. You lucky you got Wilder Fury. Be happy with that. That's what boxing said. They said be happy with that. Wilder Fury. You got it 3 times. Everything else, we just go give you what we give you. And then you just go say it's a great fight and you go pay for it too. So yep, that's that. That ends that. You know what I'm saying? Because where they go get the money from? This gonna be more than the Charlo fight. Charlo turned that shit down too. Team Charlo and shit, they turned down Boo Boo Andrade. They turned down Boo Boo Andrade. Believe that. Dude just came out and said it. Yeah, we didn't, nah, man, we want a lot of money to fight Boo Boo Andrade. I wonder what's the ticket to fight guys like Crawford and Andrade. Crawford, Andrade, and Devin Haney. What is the ticket to fight these type of dudes? What's the ticket? What's the ticket they're looking for to fight these guys, man? Real quick, Keith Thurman, where's his pay-per-view numbers at? Anybody heard anything about his numbers? I'm still sticking with the 9,000. That's what I'm sticking with. I'm sticking with the 9,000. Hey, you hear that? His name's Everyone Fears Andrade. Hey, you ain't lying though. He says, but Andrade's gonna duck Benavidez like Janabek. Nah, man. Come on, man. Boo Boo Andrade is a real problem, bro. I'm gonna have to go back and watch his fights more thoroughly. Because for me, it's like he's just kind of playing in there, bullshitting. It just seems like he's just bullshitting. But these dudes still don't want no smoke. They don't want no smoke out here in these boxing streets, man. I'm getting sick of PBC and that shit, though. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about these people right here, like the Samson guy and all these guys, Tim Smith and all these dudes. They don't really care. I don't see them as like boxing fans. They just business dudes who in the game and they making money from, man. They don't care about making up the most interesting, best fights and shit like that, man. It's too much of a risk. Everybody's scared they fighter's gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Nobody truly believes in their guy. So clearly this guy don't believe in Benavidez like that. Because before this came out, this guy came out saying this shit. Before that, boxing fans didn't think really Boo Boo had much of a chance against Benavidez like that. Boxing fans seem to believe that that's a really tough fight for Boo Boo, maybe vice versa. But a lot of people believe that Benavidez is a tough fight for Andrade. But apparently his people, the guys that's his management, his promoter, or whatever you want to call them, they seem to believe otherwise. They seem to believe otherwise, man. I mean, they see something in Boo Boo they don't like, bro. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Let me play this clip again.
It can be either way. It can be either way, but the money need to be superior, much more than to fight Canelo.
It has to be more than fighting Canelo.
That's correct.
Okay. So there was a rumored offer from Eddie Hearn to Jamal Charlo to face Andrade once upon a time for an unified fight at $7 million. Does that sound right to
You need
you?
to be much more than that.
More than $7 million to
Much
fight
more.
Andrade.
Yes, because it's not an easy fight. It's a great fighter. That whoever you want to put that fight, that most likely is not so attractive. That one need to be for the money. It can be either.
Wow, right? I mean, that's what's going on. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Shot that shit down real quick. They start hearing that news in the boxing airwaves. They start hearing that shit. They shot that shit down real quick. The Samson guy like, no. We gonna do now and make David Benavidez look bad. Now make David Benavidez look like he don't want no smoke. We know it ain't the case. I don't sense that. His father, everybody seemed to be on board, except for this guy right here. And they saying that they gonna need more money, much more money, to deal with Boo Boo Andrade than they would to deal with Canelo Alvarez. That is absolutely insane. That just goes to show you all this shit don't matter. The belts, what this dude did, who he beat, what he done, all that shit is just a smokescreen illusion bullshit. Because they just told you, we gonna need a lot of money to fight this motherfucker right here. And that's the same thing with Terrence Crawford. Manny Pacquiao, how much did he want to fight him? Like $20 million or some shit like that, right? He won a substantial amount of money, way more money to fight Crawford than he did Errol Spence. And yet Errol Spence is the bigger draw, this, that, and the third, right? Come on, man. All that shit is an illusion. All the bells, what has he done? Who has he beat? All that shit is just distractions, bro. We know who the real killer is in the sport of fucking boxing, bro. We know who the real killers is in the sport of boxing. We know who the dudes who changed up their energy over the years. We peep game. But this ain't Benavidez coming out saying this. Just to make that clear. Pacquiao wanted like what, 40 million, right? Ain't it like 20, 40 million? Yeah, Diablo, he wanted like 40 million to deal with Crawford, bro. These dudes want a shit ton of money to deal with these guys that's not quote unquote draws. They want a shit ton of money to fight them because it's hard to work. But let fans tell it, oh, he ain't fought nobody. He ain't really that damn good. And why the tickets so high to fight guys like Andrade and Crawford and Devin Haney? Why these dudes want substantial amount of money to fight these nobodies that fought nobody? Make that shit make sense. Shit's crazy as hell. Shocking. Really, this is shocking news. Like, we thought, okay, we just sit back, don't say nothing, don't do nothing to jinx the fight. Next thing we know, Samson comes out and says, hey, look, man, we gonna want a lot of money to deal with that dude. And I don't think they got it. How much would Benavidez get for Canelo? Benavidez got a nice following, he draws a crowd. He got the juice out there in AZ. You know what I'm saying? They probably travel to see him. Travel to Vegas or whatever, right? Benavidez would be a big fight, but guess what? How much will he want to fight Canelo? How much will he get? Like 12, 15? So that means you want $20 million to fight Boo Boo. And you know you ain't gonna get it. So guess what? You priced yourself out, bro. That shit crazy, right? They already fucking talked themselves out of it. So I said, man, all this shit, man, politics, you just got to really follow boxing to really know what's going on. You really got to follow boxing to know what's going on. And really, truthfully, nobody really knows what's going on, but you just got to kind of follow these things, follow everything. And something that's been very consistent over the years is that they want these dudes been running from Demetrius fucking Andrade, man. I don't care what nobody say. You can't convince me about some management issues from years ago. Now, this dude is the boogeyman of boxing. You got to be fucking kidding me, bro. And he's a guy moving up in weight. Hey, they want more money. Salute the Gumbo for the super chat. He says, I want to know what's the split between Spence and Ugas. 80-20 since Spence versus Crawford. I really want to know. Yeah, I know. We not. Guess what, Mr. Gumbo? We ain't gonna hear about none of that shit though. See, when we want answers, when we want to know the numbers, we ain't gonna get it. We oh no, y'all don't need to know the numbers. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna hear about it, bro. We ain't gonna hear about what Ugas is getting. You know, a lot of us ain't gonna really harp on it either. But we not gonna get it. Just like I'm asking, what's Keith Thurman's pay-per-view numbers? Since people want to act like some these do super A sides and big money draws and shit like that, then what's Keith Thurman's pay-per-view numbers then? Where his numbers at, bro? Like, they need to just stop lying and shit, man. And just tell the truth. The truth isn't lucrative and it isn't popular today. Everybody feelings and shit like that. And like I've been telling you guys for years now, a couple of years since I've been doing this channel. Fuck your feelings, man. Fuck your feelings, man. Like for this Blair Flair Cobbs shit. A lot of people saying to be in their feelings about it. Like, are you kidding me? Dude talking shit. So what they gonna do about it? Oh, well, you know, Blair the Flair didn't do nothing. But I mean, who is doing something? And if you follow boxing, you know a guy like Blair the Flair, right? Ain't got nobody backing him like that. Right? He just out here in boxing, trying to make something happen at 30-something years old. He's not some young fighter. But he trying to make something happen. He trying to talk something into existence. It says a lot more than a lot of these other fucking dudes. You know what I'm saying? So I expect Bews to address this dude, just like he addressed Porter. Just like he comes for Spence. Just like he act like he want to fight Crawford. I expect him to have that same energy with the Blair the Flair. Blair the Flair ain't got shit to do. You ain't really got shit to do. Boxing needs a fight where we got a good and a bad guy, dude talking shit, trash talking. We need that. What's up with it? Nah, we ain't gonna get it. Why? Because Blair don't deserve a fight. Where is he ranked? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That's how that shit works. For me, I ain't gonna get no excuses. He called out Crawford. But what you gonna do, man? You go see this dude, or I doubt Crawford really gives this guy a shot. You know what I'm saying? I doubt it. Crawford probably laughing like, yeah, that was real cute, but come on, man. You know, I've been doing this, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this, bro. Go at the boost. That's nice. I like that. I like the energy, though. I like the energy. I like the energy, man. I like the energy that he's out here trying to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Even if it might not happen in today's era of boxing, shit like that don't really happen. You know. Whether you think he has a chance or not against a guy like Duran Ennis, it really just don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It just don't matter. He's talking big shit. So we just go ignore it. We just go ignore it. He said Errol Spence. What did he say? He said Errol Spence. He can't take him seriously. He said that if that injury happened in camp, then you was getting your ass whooped in camp. That's what he was talking big shit. So that's my question to boxing fans. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? Boxing needs trash talkers, dudes that just go talk the shit. It don't matter if he's talking shit. He's talking shit. In an era of boxing where dudes don't really want to talk. Dudes are kind of scared to say certain things around certain fighters and don't want to talk themselves into a situation they can't get out of. See, they don't want to do that. But Blair the Flair, he talking shit. Where's everybody at, man? Come on. Somebody go get him. Oscar, let the dude go over to PBC or wherever he needs to be. Because it ain't working for him over there on Golden Boy. I'm going to tell you that right now. He ain't getting no work over there. They ain't going to put him in there with Virgil because they probably don't want him to make certain guys look bad. You know, Blair do got some talent. He got some skills, right? He got some size to him. And he talking shit. You know what I'm saying? He's out here talking that shit, man. People don't like it. What has he done? He's calling out Jerron Ennis. That's what he did. That's what he did. He called out Jerron Boots Ennis. He said this about Philly boxing, because he's from Philly mostly, right? He said that they is a crab in a bucket out there. They know that he's good out there. They know he whooped. This is what he's saying, right? I'm not, this is what he said. But he said that they know he whooping a lot of them dudes out there. But guess what? They not go vouch for him or no shit like that. So when PBC or somebody call, oh, well, no, he ain't that good. But my guy over here is better than that dude. But that's what he said goes on over there. And he kind of got flushed out of boxing for the most part. So now he talking this shit and he's attaching himself to guys like Jerron Boots Ennis to do so. And he said he's taking his city back.
There, but everywhere, so beware.
He's a character, I'll tell you that. Whether you think he has a chance or not against any of these guys, it really just don't matter. It just don't matter at this point. You know what I'm saying? He talking shit. What they gonna do about it? You know? And he's that type of dude that's gonna keep talking shit. You know what I'm saying? He's the dude he's that type of guy that's gonna keep talking shit. So I expect to hear some from Boots, but then again, I don't know. Because I know when Porter said he was overrated, he came back quick to snatch Porter out of retirement. But Blair the Flair Cobbs is not in his retirement. He's a hungry fighter. He's actually a hungry fighter, a little bit older, but he's hungry. Yeah, he may not be ranked and shit, but shit, what the fuck? You ain't gonna lose your ranking regardless. Go up there and whoop on him. Got a little storyline built up already between Blair the Flair and Jerron Boots Ennis, but I don't know if Boots Ennis want to hold on to it. He's looking up at the champions and shit now. But Blair the Flair said, nah, man, you ain't about to go up there and fight these dudes. You ain't fight nobody. That's what Blair said, bro. So for the Jerron Ennis fans who's butthurt about this shit, what the fuck y'all gonna do about it, man? Get your boy. Tell him, like, hey, man, what you gonna do about it, man? What you gonna do about it? You go see this dude or you go dress this? You gotta be very careful what you say next, too. Because you can't be a guy that's calling out fighters looking for the smoke, but then when somebody's looking for the smoke from you, you don't want the smoke. You can't really just do that. It's not like you as a former champion or anything, you still kind of want to come up. You know what I'm saying? What's up with it? We know Spence can't do the fight. That Spence ain't fighting Blair anyway. All right? Spence ain't dealing with dude. Spence got Ugas fight coming up. And Terrence Crawford, well, Terrence Crawford could see him. If dude really wants to fight, you know what I'm saying? Dude wants to fight, go fight Bud. See if Bud want to play around. But I doubt Bud wants to really waste his time. Dude could fight. You know what I'm saying? He could fight. But I think a Boots fight is a little bit more it's more realistic. A battle of Philly. You know what I'm saying? It won't be some little dude. Whether he's ranked or not, who gives a fuck about rankings in boxing? We see these dudes in top 10s that why they there, who they beat, what they do. Politics got him there. Where this guy from? A country you never even heard of. He's in the top 10, about to be a mandatory for a world title. Never seen him, never fought outside his country. His country only got 100,000 people. So who gives a fuck about rankings in boxing? Politics got that guy there. So why don't we see Bews versus Blair? I want to see a fight with some trash talk and a backstory. May the best man win. You know what I'm saying? Yep, Charlo. I don't know. I think Charlo's out. You said we finna get Charlo because Canelo. Why everybody still talking about that? I thought that shit was dead in the water. Let me see. I doubt it, man. But then again, Canelo may hop on him. This to be the perfect time for him to hop on Charlo. Let's see. Yeah, this is a pretty good page right here. Teofimo Lopez could possibly train with Eddie Reynoso in the near future. Would that be a good fit for Teofimo? Nah, it won't. Not everybody needs to go Reynoso, man. Teofimo needs to move his legs. You don't need to be standing still and shit. See, everybody was talking about this fight, but now the promoter came down, shut that shit down real quick. So Jamal Charlo and Canelo Alvarez, I don't know. I don't know if that's happening for real. I don't know if that's happening for real. Yeah, Boo Boo Andrade, man. He's the most feared dude in boxing, though. He's the most feared dude in boxing. Him, Crawford. Who else? Devin Haney. Politics kind of got Gary up out of there. Otherwise, Gary would be on the list too. There's a few other boogeymen out there, but those are the ones that's been doing it for a long time, scaring dudes. And I don't care what nobody says about it. Can't call can't call Boots the boogeyman right now because he got Blair kind of chasing him and shit. So I can't really say Boots is the boogeyman right now because he got Blair kind of talking shit. So until he shuts that up, shit. Well, he can't be on the boogeyman list, man. Nobody calling out the boogeyman except for like guys like Janabek, Mean Machines. These guys that's like right there, but don't nobody know them and shit, and B-level guys and shit. Those are the guys that's really looking for a shot. They don't really care how they get it. They're just looking for a shot. They don't care how tough the guy is. They just looking for their shot. Those type of dudes are the guys that's stepping up to fight these guys. But when it comes to the top level guys, it's very, very hard to even get the negotiations going. Now, already, the David Benavidez, Demetrius Andrade shit, the whole idea is potentially shot down. Unless Eddie Hearn is really willing to go in the vote for Boo Boo to make that fight happen. So once Eddie Hearn, I'm sure Eddie Hearn's going to hear this news, and Eddie Hearn always addresses things. So we're going to see what Eddie has to say. But that's the shit that happens in boxing real quick. Box fans excited, to hear the news, hear about something that's really good on the horizon, something that's fresh. And they are the powers that be, the suits and shit coming in here like, no. That's how they do it. Y'all hit that like button for your boy. Yeah, that's right, Fresh BX. No guys have nothing to lose and shit. He said, Blair the fish food Cobbs. What's up, John Thomas? Hey, it don't matter. It don't matter the nicknames you got for him or none of that shit. Somebody's gonna have to see this guy. Somebody gonna have to see him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna have to see him. It really don't matter what people say or whether they think he has a chance or not. Somebody gonna have to see him. And I say, why not it be Boots? You know, why not be Boots? But he's not ranked. But if he was ranked, would you fight him? Because there's other young fighters in the sanctioned body. And this is what Blair said in the interview. He like, man, all these dudes, guess one thing they're not doing? Calling out each other. All these young fighters on the come up. They're not calling out each other. They wait until they get a belt and then, you know, they playing as a game, bro. He called that shit out. So it'll be nice to see it. Hey, you know what they know? It's crazy, right? That they offered Charlo $7 million. Samson came out and said the shit, man. You know, I don't know if you guys saw the clip. Let me play the clip again for the people that just stopped in the building. I'm figuring out how to do this screen sharing stuff. Yeah, so yeah, this is what he said, bro.
It can be either way, but the money need to be superior, much more than to fight Canelo.
It has to be more than fighting Canelo.
That's correct.
Okay. So there was a rumored offer from Eddie Hearn to Jamal Charlo to face Andrade once upon a time for an unified fight at $7 million. Does that sound right to you?
Need to be much more than that.
More than $7 million to fight Andrade?
Yes, because it's not an easy fight. It's a great fighter. That whoever he wants to put that fight, that most likely is not so attractive. That one need to be for the money.
Yep. So the whole more than what the $7 million that Charlo was offered, they need more than that, much more. This is what these people are saying, man. You know, it's not me saying it. Don't be mad at me. Salute to Sanctus. What's going on, bro? AJ, what's good, bro? Don't be mad at me. I'm just a messenger, man. I'm letting you guys know this is what's going on. I'm not too happy about it. It's bullshit. I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of hearing that shit from these dudes in these suits. So I said they're not really boxing fans. They don't really care about boxing. Otherwise, you won't come out and even say nothing like that. Boxing is already political as it is, one of the most political sports as it is. And then when you got these dudes coming out here saying, well, you know, we go shoot your hopes down. We know. Nope. So I said, man, these fighters with the juice, guys like Spence, Canelo, guys that can really make shit happen, they need to make shit happen. That's why I'm extra critical on those dudes, because they can make some shit happen. Guys like Canelo, Errol Spence, they can fight whoever the fuck they want to fight. Errol Spence is the guy down there at the welterweights, right? Everybody wants to fight Spence. Everybody wants to fight Canelo Alvarez in the middleweights. But guess what? They're not giving the fights the fans really want to see. They got missions and plans and shit. Who knows what Canelo's doing? He's doing whatever the fuck he wants. But Spence got a plan. He's got to go out the Ugis. And then we go see if he goes stand on his word about this Crawford fight. That's the only thing we can do at this point. And see if Errol Spence goes stand on his word with this Crawford fight. Y'all hit that like button for your boy. I know y'all playing me on the likes today. Matter of fact, let me see if Boots Ennis responds to this dude. I'm sure YSM is going to be getting something from Boots in regards to this because shit. Let me see. Hey, I didn't think Hey, I thought the Bengals had that shit last night. Real quick, I thought the Bengals had that shit. I thought the Bengals had that shit last night. They fucked around and lost at the like last 45 seconds or some shit, man. That shit was crazy. You'll be mad, motherfucker, if you put a lot of money on the Bengals to win and you sitting here thinking they go win and then out of nowhere they lose. Like that shit is crazy. That was a good game though. I'm not really a big football guy. I'm more of a casual football guy, but that was a good ass game by two of the less popular teams. Hey, you ain't lying, they know. I don't see nowhere where he called his bluff. He ain't call his bluff. Nobody's gonna call his bluff for real. We can't expect guys like Spence and Crawford to do it, right? You know what I'm saying? You saw the call out was kind of different for Crawford. You know what I'm saying? It was different. But you can't expect those two dudes to deal with, they on a different level. You know what I'm saying? But Boots, hey, I'm kind of looking at Boots like, hey, what's up with that? You go see, Castillo Clayton, if that's a potential opponent, that's a good fight too. But this right here, this dude's talking a lot of shit. Somebody need to throw him in there. Somebody need to get him in there or something. All right? See if Blair's really bluffing. Or see if somebody need to press this. It's taboo to press it though. It's taboo to even talk about it. On Facebook, they come for you. Hey, you ain't lying, Diablo. They should be promoting the shit out of Blair. If they go promote any black fighter, they might as well promote Blair because at least he already doing half the work for him. He doing a lot of the work for him already. You know what I'm saying? Just get him out there. Get him on these cars with Virgil Ortiz and shit like that to where people see Blair the Flair cars on a co-main or something. You got a fighter that's out here promoting himself that has charisma and shit, whether you like it or not, right? You got to fight out here, but guess what? They're still not doing nothing with him. But so they say Crawford needs to do more and make him do it. But is that really like what really is it, bro? Because you got guys like Blair that's doing it, who's talking shit, who don't seem to be shy in front of the camera, but they still don't want to promote guys like that either. So there's a bunch of lazy ass promoters just hustling fighters, man. That's all they doing. These dudes hustling the shit out of these fighters, man. Unfortunate news, though, with this Benavidez shit, y'all. Unfortunate news. So, really, I'm looking for... Well, now that Boo Boo Andrade and Benavidez don't look like it's going to be happening, right? It just don't look like it's going to be happening. And it's not because of Benavidez. It's because of the powers that be, Hey, hold up. Salute to Drizzy KO. He said the letter gang said that the 2017 Brook beats 2017 Bud. Man, they be reaching for the stars so bad. The same thing would have happened. Absolutely, man. They also saying that the porter that fought Spence would Crawford wouldn't have did that to him. And like, man, get up out of here. Stop making up stories. We saw the fuck what happened. And every time they have comment opponents, Terrence Crawford outshines it. And these are facts, dude. I don't care if nobody likes it, none of that dumb shit. This is what's happening. He stopped Porter and he stopped Kell Brook. And it don't matter when it happened. He stopped these dudes. And Crawford's the little guy coming up and he's stopping these dudes. So I'm not hearing nothing from nobody, bro. Not no letter gang group. None of them niggas, man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. The fact of the matter is, Terrence Crawford is originally a lightweight fighter. He's moving up in weight, and he's still consistently stopping the opposition. I'm not hearing nothing from nobody, bro. Spence ain't stopped shit, man, in a long time. But guess what? He's about to go stop Ugas. Magically, he's gonna stop Ugas. Magically, all of a sudden, he's gonna we just expect him to go up in there and stop Ugas. Salute to Damone Daniels, Baby Juju. What's going on? They expect us to just assume that Spence go up in there and just stop Ugas. I'm like, bro, he even stopped dude, bro. He even stopped dude, bro. And by dude, I mean Mikey, man. A lightweight. Oh, I just wanted to show y'all I could box. And there's no slight on Spence, man. His fans be getting on my nerves with that bullshit. Spence don't be saying much. He don't come out and say too much. He don't be doing shit. But his fans are really annoying. Just like painting a picture. Motherfucker, he hasn't stopped nobody in a long time. The 2017 Kell Brook. Terrence Crawford would have stopped him too. He would have stopped him too. I mean, what you mean? How come we just can't give Crawford his credit, man? Nah, we just got to say, nah, we ain't going to give him no credit. Nah. Kell Brook was shot. Sean Porter was already retired. Nah. Hell nah. Man, bro. Now, if Spence comes out here and stops Ugas, I'll be extremely impressed. And I have no problem giving him his praise and his credit. I have absolutely no problem doing that for that brother. But the truth of the matter is he hasn't stopped somebody in quite some time. So it's hard for me to believe that he's going to go up in there and stop you. Then it's Ugas. Yeah, Bud stops Danny, Mikey, and Keith. That's right, Damone Daniels. And let's keep it 100. If Crawford hurt Keith Thurman to the body like Barrios did, what do you think would have happened next, bro? Even though let's say Crawford's probably the best finisher in boxing. Keith Thurman's probably one of the best survivors in boxing. When he gets hurt, Keith Thurman knows how to survive. You know what I'm saying? He gets hurt in like every fucking fight. So, and he knows how to fucking survive. But Terrence Crawford is one of the best finishers in boxing. Would Crawford finish him? Hell yeah. Crawford would have stopped Keith Thurman, bro. He would have stopped Keith Thurman. He would have stopped Danny Garcia, man. The Danny that showed up against Spence, the Danny that's not punching no more. The living comfortable Danny Garcia, hit that like button for your boy. He ain't punching like that no more. He ain't throwing punches no more. Crawford would have stopped that Danny. Danny don't want to go nowhere near Crawford. Guess who Danny calling now? Kell Brook, Amir Khan winner, bro. They're not looking to fight Bud. These guys not looking to fight Crawford. They're not looking to fight Boo Boo. They're not looking to fight Devin. Hey, can she? I think Ugas might get robbed. I can see Ugas getting robbed. I think that's the highest probability of what's happening. Is Ugas to get robbed. I don't see Ugas stopping Spence. So unless Ugas makes it so one-sided to the point where you cannot deny this dude, he will lose a decision, bro. Yeah, he hasn't stopped anybody else since Ocampos. Yeah, man. And his fans acting like Spence just been stopping people. Like, bro, he hasn't. And Ocampos was a fighter who never even fought outside of Mexico. Really, Ugas was supposed to be his guy at that time, but they end up picking Ocampos instead for a homecoming fight. You know, he was Mexican. They just beat up on him and shit. Draw a crowd real quick. You know, dude never fought outside his home country. Just beat up on him real quick. Punched him in his dick a few times and shit. Got him up out of there. Yeah, I peep gang. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I like Boots too, Damone Daniels. I like Boots too, but boxing fans are extremely sensitive. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him tested. I want to see him in there with somebody that's go talk that shit, that's not intimidated by what he got. That's what I want to see. And Blair the Flair Cobbs is talking a lot of shit. Nobody else talks shit about Boots like that. Dudes is running from Boots. Seemingly running from Boots, right? They are seemingly not really trying to pay Boots no attention, and Boots is going to have to get his shot via mandatory. But he's not quite there yet. And then there's a guy named Blair the Flair Cobbs that's talking a lot of fucking shit. Salute to WJ Lucky. What's going on, bro? Hey, Sonny Chiba, you said what happens if he gets injured? I don't know, man. Spence looking good this camp. He's looking like he's doing something right this time. That last camp, he didn't look strong at all, bro. He didn't look strong enough, but in this camp, Spence looking good. He looking strong. He looking strong this camp. Last camp, he didn't look like this at all. You know what I'm saying? He's top heavy like Wilder, though. You know, but Spence put on some size. He looking good. Pacquiao fight, he didn't look good. And if the detached retina happened, if it's something that happened in the ring, then and during camp, then yeah, he likely was just getting worked in camp. That's the reality of sometimes this shit happens, man. I mean, I'm not like when I say shit like that, I'm not like taking shots and slighting. It happens. You get some days you just get your ass whooped. Some days you're just not feeling it. If you've been in the ring, if you train, spar, fought, you know that. Some days you're just not feeling it. That's why it's impressive for guys to really be consistently whooping the opposition when there's so much footage on you out there. You consistently whooping the opposition, and you gotta deal with not feeling it, having bad camps, getting hit and beat up in sparring. Make sure you're performing on fight night. Some of the days it may not be your best night. You know what I'm saying? But Spence looked good to me. You know what I'm saying? He looked good to me. He didn't get through his last camp at all. That Pacquiao style probably would have gave Spence a lot of problems too. Probably would have gave him a lot of problems. But nah, he automatically beats Pacquiao because Ugas did it, because Ugas really ain't shit. And Ugas wasn't supposed to do that. Ugas really wasn't supposed to do that. He says boots in line. Oh, so y'all ducking Blair for him? I mean, that's cool. I already expected that. I mean, I'm just talking shit. I already know dude's gonna be out here ducking for dude. I just don't want to hear no more boogeyman talk no more. I just don't want to hear no boogeyman talk. Yeah, Keith Thurman is taking a certain route, man. I try to give Keith Thurman a chance, but Keith Thurman's gonna always do what he go do. And instead of just fighting Crawford right now, he's gonna sit back and just wait it out. He's gonna wait it out even longer, you know, and just go for the money and go for the shot real quick instead of just dealing with Crawford and fighting for it. You know what I'm saying? Giving boxing something great. He's not gonna do it, man. A lot of these dudes don't really care about none of that stuff. Let's call a spade a spade. We gonna call it a spade over here on shit up boxing, that red pill box stuff. We gonna tell you 100, man. A lot of these dudes don't care. Keith Thurman really cared about boxing and the fans and shit. He'll give us a Crawford fight. He'll fight Terrence Crawford in the meantime to fight for an opportunity to get in there with Spence and Ugas. Instead of just sitting around, you know, hiding for 2 years, waiting to some hell the fuck no. Hell no, bro. Hell no. His 9,000 pay-per-view buys. Hell the fuck no, bro. Man, please. They hustling, man. He got that bag after that fight, got the fuck up out of there. He didn't care about none of that stuff. He know he in position. He in position now to fight Spence Ugas winner more than likely. Hopefully Spence tells him, hell the fuck no, I'm still not fighting you. Your pay-per-view numbers ain't good at all. That's why I'm bringing up Keith Thurman's pay-per-view numbers. Because that was the argument for Crawford. Oh, well, your pay-per-view numbers, economics. Well, apparently Keith Thurman is in the same fucking boat then. Probably. He probably even worse. He probably even worse. He probably even worse situation. His pay-per-view numbers didn't even come out. You know what I'm saying? His pay-per-view numbers didn't even come out. Now he's at the mercy of Errol Spence. And that's really what he gets. He's at the mercy of Errol Spence and Dennis Ugas. And hopefully Ugas and Spence do the right thing after whoever's the winner in that fight. Hopefully they do the right thing and not fight Keith Thurman. That'll be the right thing to do, is not fight Keith Thurman. He don't deserve a shot. He has Crawford right there. He could go fight Crawford and they could fight for that. Keith Thurman and Terrence Crawford should be fighting in the meantime while Spencer Ugas is fighting. And then the winners see each other later on this year. That's how it's supposed to be. That's what it should be. But guess what? It's not going to be that because Keith Thurman going to sit back and wait it out. He ain't going to want to deal with Crawford. Instead of putting in resources together to make the fight happen between the both of them, he going to say, well, just send a contract. I ain't got to do nothing. Oh, you just call Al. Like, man, come on, man, with these fucking dudes, bro. I can see why people be hating on the PBC fighters. I see why, bro. A lot of them. I don't let nobody hit on my boy Wilder or my boy AB or other guys, right? But the main guys, come on, man. Hollywood is a motherfucker. With your 9,000 pay-per-view buys, Keith, man. You got 9,000 pay-per-view buys, dude. 9,000. What you gonna do? You ain't gonna fight Boots. You ain't gonna fight Virgil. You ain't gonna fight Stanionis. You ain't gonna fight Batuev. You ain't gonna fight Jamal James. You ain't gonna fight Abel Ramos. You may fight Abel Ramos. You ain't gonna fight a Jesus Ramos. What you gonna do? Just sit back and wait for the Spence Ugas winner and then pray to God and hope that they give you a shot. That's what you about to do. You hoping and praying that they give you a shot. And you hope that the boxing world don't pressure you to fight Terrence Crawford now. Because you know Boogeyman Bud got nothing lined up. He chilling. He training fighters and shit right now. Coach Bud, he training right now. You know what I'm saying? Getting Mir Khan ready for fights and training Keyshawn Davis and shit. He's training fighters. You know what I'm saying? So Bud ain't got nothing going on right now. So what you go do? You go for that? You go beat that W? You go take that WB no belt? Nah, you ain't gonna do it, bro. Nah, we know better. We know you ain't gonna do it. That's too much like right. That's way too much like right. Hey, I keep hearing about that, bro. I keep hearing about that. That somebody sent me something. I didn't even want to open it. You know what I'm saying? On my email and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like Spence got slipped something before the Garcia fight. You know, like, well, so what's going on with that? What's that shit about, man? What y'all talking about with that? I've been seeing a lot of people talking about that lately. That they insinuating that, you know, it's like a bottle gate with the Charlo Harris and shit. You know, like what's going on? What they giving these dudes? And, you know, what happened? Hey, we don't want him nowhere near a belt. Salute the Cannabis Network. But we don't want Keith nowhere near a belt, bro. Hit that like button for your boy. Yeah, we don't want Keith Thurman. We don't want Keith Thurman anywhere near. We know what he go do. We know what he go do. He didn't stop Barrios, so it's definitely not one. Man, whatever with this guy, bro. I'm just asking. This is my last time asking too about the pay-per-view numbers because we still haven't heard nothing. I'm surprised the pay-per-view police ain't been on a job. He said, "Don't be talking about Lord Thou Savior." Yeah, I know, right, Cass G? You can't talk about Lord Thou Savior, man. I'm getting that same energy from Boots fans too. You can't say nothing about him either, though. They don't want you saying nothing. I'm like, look, man. I'm not saying Boots goes up in there and lose against this dude or no shit like that. I'm saying, hey, what he go do? Because I mean, he seems to be quick to call out the retired guys and guys that's on a different whole playing field. But guys like Blair the Flair, who said, "I'm taking my city back," he don't want to seem to, he's like, hey, we're gonna see what he got to say about it. We gonna see what he got to say about it, and that's just what it is. Devin Haney Cambosis look like that's not happening, you guys. But what else? What else is not happening? The Benavidez Andrade fight, shot that shit right down. Shot that shit right down. Kicked us right in the fucking nuts. They kicked us right in the nuts, bro. Kicked us right in the nuts, man. This dude literally came out here and said, "I'm gonna need more money than what we gonna need more money to fight Boo Boo than we would to fight Canelo. Much more, and it's more than the $7 million that was offered to Charlo. Yes, it's more than that. That's what they said, bro. That shit's wild. Demetrius Andrade is the most feared fighter in boxing, dude. That shit don't even really make sense. He's not like a feared guy. Like he's like he's not like an intimidating dude or no shit like that at all by any means. But they are fucking scared like he's they call him Boo Boo for a reason because he's the boogeyman. He's like the ghost. He got everybody running and shit, man. Shit's crazy. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Let's play the clip again.
It can be either way, but the money it will be superior, much more than fight Canelo.
It has to be more than fighting Canelo.
That's correct.
Okay. So there was a rumored offer from Eddie Hearn to Jamal Charlo to face Andrade once upon a time for a unified fight at $7 million. Does that sound right to you?
Much more than that.
More than $7 million to fight Andrade.
Yes, because it's not an easy fight. It's a great fighter. That whoever wants to put that fight, that most likely is not so attractive. That one is for the money.
Yep. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you see that, Sonny? He responded real quick to Sean. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. We pay attention to that shit around here. I mean, I'm just saying. Don't get mad at me. Right? For those dudes who get mad, don't get mad at me, man. We just pay attention to the energy, man. I think it makes sense. I mean, it probably likely won't happen. Boots on Showtime with different management and promoter and shit. They got different things in a way, but Oscar De La Hoya, I think if he could let dude go over there for that, he let dude go over there to Showtime to fight Jerron. Why not? Who else he go fight? You know what I'm saying? Who else he go fight in the meantime? So the smoke clears with this welterweight scene from the older welterweights. Well, dude talking shit, what you gonna do? You go address it? I mean, that's all I'm saying. Because when it comes to Terrence Crawford, oh well, he got to fight Boots and he got to do this and he got to do that. And how come nobody else ain't got to do nothing? Come on, man. Oh no, he's a clown. He ain't done nothing. He ain't fought nobody. No. You should be ashamed of yourself. All types of shit. Hey, look, man, he talking shit. You can start putting that shit out. Start selling that fight, man. Sell yourself, have a big fight before your big fights. You know what I'm saying? But nobody want to take no risk, no chances. This is not about that. It's about securing the bag and the easiest route possible. Don't call out nobody. You know, I may call out dudes that's in another realm just for clout or just to kind of get my name out there. And that's what Blair is doing. He's calling dudes' names out for clout, but he's calling out the top guys, and he's even calling out Jerron Boots in his, and he said he's taking his city back. I thought that shit was funny. He said, I'm taking my city back. Oh, man. I mean, so what you gonna do, man? You know what I'm saying? He's saying that he said a lot of shit about what's really going on. Well, according to him, about the Philly boxing scene. And he said he whoop a lot of them dudes out there. That's what he said. So I mean, I expect the face of Philly boxing, Jerron Boots Ennis, to address this dude, check this dude, just like he did the old Sean. That's all. I mean, that's a lot of duck talking boxing today, Sonny. It's a lot of duck talking boxing, but you know, that's just what it is, man. This shit right here though, with this Benavidez shit, that's just not cool, man. You know what I'm saying? That's unfortunate news, because now we know where they kind of stand with it for real. I mean, we heard what Eddie said, we heard what pretty much everybody had to say from all parties, and then PBC's management guys, these guys over there, bro, they all be on the same page with this shit, man. They don't want to deal with nobody on the outside like that unless it's Canelo Alvarez. They don't want to bring nobody over. They don't want to put one of their guys in there with nobody unless it's Canelo, man. And that's just what it is, and that's probably what it's going to be. Unless they got a fighter like Broner who will go against the grain and kind of do what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you ain't going to find too many dudes that's going to go against the grain. Hey, I just want to see the fight just because I know dude will be talking hella shit, try to get in his head. I just want to see if this is all bluff. I just want to see something like, you know what I'm saying? He talking shit. I just want to see something. That's it. Yeah, Cambosa's ducking Devin Haney really hard right now, bro. It's pretty sad, dude. It's pretty sad that George Cambosos is out here ducking so hard. And then he's acting like he ain't ducking. You know what I'm saying? He's out here ducking. He's acting like he's not ducking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is with George Cambosos. His time is going to be short soon. His time is short. His time is short, man. He ain't about to be. He doing too much anyway. He ain't gonna be champion long. He doing too much. He said, so Benavidez team pulling a Keith Thurman. I guess so, bro. I mean, yeah. You know, this isn't what Benavidez said, but this is what his handlers have said. But from what us boxing fans notice over the years, it's always it's a common thing with PBC handler guys. They don't care about what you want. They don't care about none of that shit. Best fighting the best. None of that shit. They don't care about none of that. They want their money. They want a lot of money for that. They don't want to put Benavidez in there with Andrade because he's a great fighter and he's a tough fight. But let Canelo Alvarez tell the boxing world to the boxing world, right? Canelo Alvarez will tell the boxing world that Demetrius Andrade is a horrible fighter.
Hey, you are a horrible fighter, man. You never gonna get that fight, man. You are a horrible fighter. Horrible fighter. Horrible fighter.
But this is what this Sampson guy just telling you, that Demetrius Andrade is a great fighter, and we want more money to fight him than we would to fight Canelo Alvarez. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is why Charlo didn't want no smoke, man. This is why Charlo didn't want no smoke.
There ain't no real niggas in Rhode Island, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
This is why Charlo didn't want no. This is why Charlo's talking all that, man. They don't want, man. No dollar. Well, no dollar amount will get me in the ring with Demetrius Andrade. I don't care what nobody says, bro. That dude is the most feared fighter in boxing. I don't give a fuck what nobody says, bro. That shit is hilarious. That shit is the funniest shit ever, bro. Look at this dude. I've heard it all when it comes to Boo. Oh shit, man. He can look bad in fights and everything. He can look vulnerable. These dudes still don't want to go nowhere near this dude. He even got Eddie Hearn behind him now. Eddie Hearn put some money in front of guys. He offered Charlo $7 million. Charlo didn't want to take that. And now Team Benavidez wants more money, to much more, to fight Boo Boo Andrade than they would to fight. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, man. Oh, if that's not some scary ass shit. Oh, man, he's really boo-boo, y'all. the boogeyman stories are real. Oh, shit, man. We know who really out here feared in these streets, man. He said this dude ain't getting a fight.
Hey, you are a horrible fighter, man. You never gonna get that fight, man. You are a horrible fighter. Horrible fighter. Horrible fighter.
Hey, and you had a lot of pussy ass dudes co-signing this shit, man. Excuse my French. You had a lot of pussy ass dudes co-signing that shit, laughing and shit. That was some whole shit from Canelo. I don't know what era you guys are from or where you from. That was some whole shit. Look at this dude. He's out there with a shirt that says Canelo and Billy Joe are afraid to fight Boo Boo, and full of none but Canelo fans, bro. By himself, solo dolo. If that ain't looking for the smoke, bro, guess what? He's a horrible fighter and all this shit. But guess what? Samson Boxing telling you otherwise. Samson Boxing said this dude is a great fighter. We want a lot of money to fight this guy. That's the truth about Demetrius Andrade. If we go get in there with this dude, we want a lot of money to fight him. So guess what? Boo Boo Andrade is going to be stuck fighting guys like Zach Parker and Liam Williams and shit and Callums and shit. Because those are the only guys that's going to be stepping up to fight him. Because the top guys, Jaime Menguillas, all those dudes, right? Those dudes that's supposed to be moving the needle in boxing and doing shit and shaking and moving in boxing, them dudes don't want no smoke for real, bro. Mandatory to fight dudes like Boo Boo and Devin, right? Ryan Garcia, Jaime Menguilla, mandatories. Not even taking the shots, bro. Turn down title shots, bro. Dudes turning down title shots, bro. Canelo Alvarez made a whole weight class to avoid this guy. Canelo wait, bro. He waited to box and stripped him of that belt because he couldn't find no fights. He waited till that happened till he fought dude Liam or Callum Smith or Joe Smith or Liam Smith, Beefy Smith. He waited till Beefy Smith got that belt. Then he went and got that belt from 154. Bro, come on, man. This shit that happened, bro. Yep. That shit crazy as hell, man. I really thought we was going to potentially see the Benavidez Andrade fight, man. I thought that was something that could really just happen. You know, we just let it marinate, let it happen. Eventually it'll happen, you know, but Samson came out like, hell no. So if Eddie Hearn, I'm assuming they gonna want anywhere up to like 20 million for them to put Boo Boo Andrade in there with this dude. They probably want like close to 20 million for Andrade to fight Benavidez. And Eddie Hearn probably ain't willing to put that up. He ain't gonna be willing to put up that 20. He's just not gonna do it. Benavidez is not really a proven pay-per-view draw or anything of the sort. Now they don't got no money for the brothers. They don't, Diablo. Yep. Yeah, WJ, man. Cambo, he on some okey doke. Oh shit, I'm way behind. He says Benavidez needs to come out and refute these statements. Yeah, he does, man, but he ain't gonna go against the grain on his people. That's like his promoter, Samson Boxing or some shit, right? I mean, shit, man. I don't. Is Eddie Hearn really striking out, or is Eddie Hearn having a hard time for these talented guys getting fights? You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, Gary Russell to get no work over there with PBC, bro. One of the dude that came from the same era that Crawford and Boo Boo Andrade came out of, killers. You know what I'm saying? Came out of that same class. Dudes ain't getting no work out here in these streets, having a hard time in the politics. Gary Russell's one of them. He's on PBC, said he wasn't getting no work, bro, until he got thrown in that Maganoso fight. Injured and shit. Coming off 2 layoffs and shit. A lot of layoffs. Boo Boo's honestly been as busy as he's ever been since going with Eddie Hearn, bro. He's been busy and he's been getting the bag, regardless of him fighting any of these top guys. He's been pretty busy. Fighting whoever will fight him. Getting the bag for it until these dudes step up. So it really don't matter where you at. He's on the right side of the street. He still can't get the fights. And Eddie Hearn's scared to push the gas on Canelo Alvarez. Let's call a spade a spade. He don't want to push Canelo, man. These dudes scared of Canelo, and Al Heyman them the same way too. All of them scared of Canelo, bro. They don't want to make him angry. They don't want to push the sanction bodies. They're going to be too scared to push for Andrade. They're going to be too scared to do it. Because they know Canelo's a fucking diva. And he'll drop your belt or throw a fit and get mad. But if it's a mandatory like Avery Uterman, oh yeah, he's a great fighter. He's coming off a loss and shit, man. See, boxing is a fucking joke. And if you want to hear it straight like it is, you come over here to be the Shido boxing. We ain't gonna play no fucking games, dude. It's just a fucking joke. Joke, bro. Great fighter, right? You know what I'm saying? This dude will lie to you and tell you that Boo Boo Andrade is a horrible fighter.
You are a horrible fighter, man. You never gonna get that fight, man. You are a horrible fighter. Horrible fighter. Horrible fighter.
Yep. So yep, that's pretty much what he said, Ronnie Blake. That's not a good fight for our fighter. That's what he said. And for the people that are just coming in, let me play it again. Yeah, he said that's an ugly fight for them, man. That's not a good fight for them.
It can be either way, but the money need to be superior, much more than fight Canelo.
It has to be more than fighting Canelo.
That's correct.
Okay. So there was a rumored offer from Eddie Hearn to Jamal Charlo to face Andrade once upon a time for an unified fight at $7 million. Does that sound right to you?
Much more than that.
More than $7 million to fight Andrade.
Yes, because it's not an easy fight. It's a great fighter. That whoever wants to put that fight, that most likely is not so attractive. That one need to be for the money. It can be either way, but the money need to be superior, much more than fight Canelo.
Yep. So that's saying a lot, man. That's saying a lot. That goes against, like, that says a fucking lot. That says a lot. This is for the numbers people that likes the business of boxing. This dude telling you right here that we want more money to fight Demetrius Andrade than we would to fight Canelo Alvarez, bro, because Canelo's an easier fight. That's basically what they saying. A lot of dudes just want to get their hands on Canelo, but guys like Crawford too. Pacquiao wanted what, 40 million to fight Crawford? Yeah, that's right. It was 40 million to fight Crawford. Pacquiao wanted 40 million to fight Bud, man. Come on, they telling you what they think about the what they want to fight a certain fighter. Ted says a lot about that fighter. Especially if that fighter is not like a guy that's generating like Canelo Alvarez. They want a shit ton of money. What do Canelo Alvarez want to fight Boo Boo Andrade? See, Eddie Hearn knows that there's nothing that he's going to be able to offer Canelo Alvarez to make him take such a fight. They just not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. No matter money will make these dudes get in the ring with guys like Crawford and guys like Benavidez. These guys got to be willing to do it. They got to want it themselves. And guys definitely don't want it with Boo Boo Andrade. Errol Spence, Ugas, we go see what we go give them one more last chance. Because this is likely the last chance because the young boys is coming. Virgil Ortiz's, the Bews Ennis's, all these guys, they coming. So somebody gonna have to make something happen. These guys in their 30s now, and these young boys looking fast, strong, explosive. Connor Ben, all these dudes looking sharp. They coming. So they gonna have to make something happen. And Keith Thurman, what he don't want to get left out there dealing with these young fighters. He wants to try to get his last payday before he get the fuck up out of the way. Yep. 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 You gotta sign that's what it seems like with PBC, bro. Like you gotta sign a multi-fight deal or get froze out. But see, I don't think a lot of these dudes, guys like Boo Boo, Haney, Crawford, like those type of dudes that's really talented, that's on the outside, they don't want to be locked into a situation where they don't know when they fighting. I think they're used to the guaranteed money, and they want to know when they go fight, and they want to know how many fights they getting, et cetera, et cetera. It's part of certain things that these dudes want, and that PBC don't really play that way. You know, you probably don't really play that way. That shit crazy as hell, though. Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. You know, Blair the Flair was talking shit. Will Boost respond? We go hear something probably pretty soon. Probably go hear something pretty soon in regards to that. I don't expect no fight to happen or nothing, to be honest with you. But I expected it to all get brushed under the rug like it never happened, and you know, I don't expect nothing really to come from it. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. You know, it's boxing, dude. You never know what you go get. You never know what to expect. You know, Samson Boxing just came out and told everybody, like, look, man, we want a lot of money to deal with this Andrade guy. He's a great fighter, and we want a fucking shit ton of money to fight him. So the boogeyman stories are real. Boogeyman stories are real. For sure. They want a shit ton of money. They know they ain't gonna be able to get to fight him. It's not about really collecting belts or being the best or beating all the best guys. All that shit is fucking bullshit. That's fan stuff. In reality, man, it's a big hustle. That's what this shit is, man. Simply don't fall for it. It's a big hustle, man. It's a big hustle. Yep. If you want a legacy fight, you gotta take a pay cut. That's right. Yep. You want to do anything like that, you ain't going with the program, then you got to get the fuck up out the way. Hey, Bevel has no presence in America. And yeah, he's getting a Canelo fight, bro. He's going to be fighting Canelo likely in America, in Las Vegas or something, Texas. Right? Because Canelo Alvarez can fight whoever he wants, but they try to sell it. They sell you an illusion that, salute to Idaho Statesman. They sell you an illusion that Canelo, you know, fighting all the best fighters, but in reality, he can fight whoever he wants to fight. And Bevel, while he may be a light heavyweight, he looked like he got bigger from when I did see him fight live. But he ain't been fighting this shit, bro. Like, we'd rather see him fight somebody like Andrade. You know, we'd rather see him fight somebody that's really been chasing his ass down, like a Charlo, You know, well, Charlo ain't been, he been halfway chasing. They respecting him a little too much for my taste, to be honest with you. They got too much respect for dude now, especially Jamel's ass. They got too much respect for him. But they got no respect for Boo Boo, and they don't want to fight him either. So I mean, shit, man. Like I said, guys like Andrade is the boogeyman of boxing. Will Blair fight Boots? Ain't no telling. We doubt it. I doubt it. I don't think Blair will get those fights. And Keith Thurman pay-per-view buys. Nobody knows his pay-per-view numbers. They still didn't come out. Nobody's gonna go looking for Keith Thurman's pay-per-view numbers. Nobody's gonna come doing that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna go look for Keith Thurman's numbers. Nobody's gonna go say he don't deserve this and all that. Nobody's gonna do none of that lame shit that they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna do none of that shit. I don't know. Well, a lot of the fights was like Canelo fights. So a lot of those look like sparring matches and shit. We had some good fights. We had some good fights last year. I can't say we didn't. We had some good fights last year. But that energy should have carried over to 2022, but it's looking like shit's slowing down. You know, so Spence Ugas winner will determine how the rest of this year goes for boxing fans, I think. That's what I think. I think Spence Ugas will determine how this year goes for us. Spence Ugas winner determine what they do after the fight will determine how this year goes. Boxing fans wants to see the ultimate undisputed fight between Crawford Spence, or an alternate Crawford Ugas, or a good filler fight in the meantime will be Crawford Thurman. But guess what? Thurman is not going to do it because WBC kind of put him in position. So now he feels like he ain't got to do nothing. Diva. You know what I'm saying? He feels like he ain't gonna, now he ain't gonna press for the Crawford fight like that now. He's just gonna say shit like send a contract. But shit, man. Been on here for a little minute, man. Just came on here, chop it up with you guys. We go see what happens, man. Really, really unfortunate news though with this Benavidez shit. Usually shit like that, when they say stuff like that, then that kind of tells you what it is. It's been a really consistent thing with guys on that side of the street, man. PBC, these guys over there, man, the Tim Smiths, the Samson Kwanewski guys, and Samson, whatever his name is. All these dudes, man, they never say shit you really want to hear. And really, they don't really care. They don't care about, you know, the best fighting the best or putting their guys. I mean, it's all about the numbers. It's about the money. And it's about the risk. And if they ain't willing to take the risk, you know, if they ain't gonna take it, and that's just what it is. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.